She moaned at exactly the right moment, her eyes closed. She gripped your arm. 3 minutes later, she was scrolling her phone like nothing happened, and you went to sleep convinced you had given her the best night of her life. You did not. And the way she behaved afterwards told the whole story. You just did not know how to read it. Thai women are trained from childhood to protect a man's pride before their own pleasure. 12 signs tell you when that is happening to you, and they fall into 7 patterns that actually matter. Let me show you. Before we continue, please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any videos in the future. The first pattern is that her performance is perfectly timed. A real orgasm is messy. It is uneven. Sometimes it is almost silent. Sometimes it hits in a wave that has nothing to do with what you are doing at that exact second. A performed one is different. It arrives exactly when she thinks you expect it, usually right after you escalate, right after you change position, right after you look down at her. That is Krengjai at work, the deep Thai instinct to protect another person from discomfort, and in bed it turns into reactions that feel perfectly synchronized to your rhythm. Too perfectly. The truth most foreign men never want to hear is that she is watching your face more carefully than she is feeling her own body. Her timing is feedback to your ego, not a response to her nervous system. She has learned from earlier partners, from friends, from her own body, over years of relationships, exactly which micro-expression on a man's face means he is about to finish, and she syncs her reaction to that moment. Picture it. He speeds up. Within 4 seconds, she gasps, arches, looks straight into his eyes. He finishes 30 seconds later and she smiles. He never noticed she had not made a single sound for the 8 minutes before that. He never noticed her breathing was almost normal until the exact second his rhythm changed. So here is what you do. Slow down deliberately at random moments, pause, change speed when it makes no dramatic sense. A real response will follow your rhythm and your body. A performance will keep escalating because she's following her script, not her body, and the script does not have a pause button. She was not reacting to you. She was reacting on cue. The second pattern shows up the moment you finish, and this is the one that cannot lie. A woman who actually came is loose, warm, a little dazed, a little slower to speak. A woman who performed snaps back into composure the second the act ends. In Thailand, Jayen, the cool heart, is the highest social virtue, the trait a good woman is supposed to display at all times. And many Thai women carry it straight into the bedroom without even thinking about it. The performance required focus, it required attention, it required managing her face, her breathing, her sounds all at the same time. The moment the performance ends, the focus drops, and what is left is a woman who was never actually somewhere else to begin with. There was no trip, there was nothing to come back from. Picture it. He rolls onto his back, breathing hard, still half inside the moment. She gets up immediately, wraps the sheet around her, walks to the bathroom. No kiss, no lying still, no hand on his chest. The light clicks on under the bathroom door before he has even caught his breath. He thinks she is being thoughtful, cleaning up. She is decompressing from a shift. Watch the first 60 seconds after you finish. That is the window where the truth shows. A satisfied woman lingers. She stretches. She traces something on your skin. She wants to stay in the moment because the moment was real. A performing one resets. Bathroom, phone, water, anything to leave the moment before the silence starts asking questions she does not want to answer. If she leaves the bed faster than you do, she was never really in it. The third pattern is that her body was never actually ready. Real arousal is physical and unmistakable. If her body never showed the signs, the sounds she made were decoration. Thai women are raised to never refuse a partner directly because saying no makes both people lose face, so the body says yes while the mind has already left. She agreed with her words and her schedule, not with her desire. That gap between consent and arousal is where the performance lives. Picture it. He reaches for her at midnight after she has worked a 12-hour shift. She turns toward him, smiles, says, "Okay, Tilak." Within 90 seconds, she is making the right sounds. Her body has not changed at all. Pay attention to her body before you pay attention to her sounds. If she is not physically responding in the first few minutes, no amount of noise later means anything. Her mouth said yes. Her body never got the message. The fourth pattern is the compliment that lands too cleanly. Genuine satisfaction is vague and sleepy. It sounds like half a sentence trailing off, or a small laugh against your shoulder, or nothing at all. Performed satisfaction comes with rehearsed lines. "You are so big. Best I ever had. No man has ever done that to me." Delivered like dialogue from a script she has used before, because she has. Saving face for the man is a cultural reflex here, and it runs deeper than most foreign men realize. In Thailand, telling a man he was disappointing in bed is not considered honesty. It is considered cruelty, a direct attack on his worth, something a good woman simply does not do. So she closes the loop instead. The compliment is not for you to enjoy in the moment. It is structural. It is there to make sure you never ask a follow-up question, never dig, never wonder. Once the sentence is delivered, the subject is closed, and she knows you will not open it again. Picture it. She lies on his chest, traces a finger across his collarbone, and says, "No man has ever made me feel like this." He has known her for 9 days. He believes her. He does not ask himself why a woman who has lived 30 years has never felt this until a tourist from Europe arrived last Friday. Compliments that sound like film dialogue almost always are. A real reaction is shorter, quieter, and usually about the moment itself, not about you as a man. If the compliment could work in a movie trailer, it probably came from one. Be honest with yourself. How many times has a Thai woman told you that exact line, and how many times did you actually believe her? Tell me in the comments. Before we continue, please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any videos in the future. If she sounds like a movie, you are watching one. The fifth pattern is the one that takes months to notice. She never initiates. A woman who genuinely enjoyed herself comes back for more. A woman who performed waits to be approached and accepts politely every time on your schedule. Traditional Thai femininity discourages women from initiating sex directly, but a satisfied Thai woman finds quiet ways, a touch, a look, a closer body in bed. Those small signals are the real test. Desire creates pull. Performance creates compliance. If 3 months in she has never once moved toward you first, you are not in a sexual relationship. You are in a service arrangement. Picture it. Sunday morning. He is reading. She is on her phone next to him in bed. He puts his hand on her thigh. She immediately puts the phone down and turns toward him, warm, willing. Never once the one who started it. Not today, not last week, not ever. Try something. Stop initiating for 2 weeks. Just observe. If nothing happens, the chemistry was never on her side, and now, she never says no. She also never says first. The sixth pattern is where responsibility shifts, and this one matters more than any other. She never told you what she actually wants. A man cannot read minds, and a Thai woman who never says what she likes is also choosing the performance, consciously or not. Indirect communication is a Thai default, a cultural inheritance, a way of moving through the world that avoids friction. But inside an intimate relationship with a foreign partner, that default stops being culture and becomes a choice she is making. Every single day she stays silent. She protects his ego because she does not believe he can handle the truth. He stays uninformed because he never asks. He assumes that if something were wrong, she would say so. She assumes that if he cared, he would already know. Both are participating in the performance, and both are paying for it with a relationship that feels slightly hollow, and neither of them can explain why. Picture it. 6 months in, he finally asks her what she actually likes. She pauses for a long time, looks somewhere past him, and then says, "I like everything you do." That is not an answer. That is the wall she has been hiding behind the entire relationship. And the longer she stays behind it, the thicker it gets. So ask the question directly, in a calm moment, fully clothed, with no pressure, no expectation of a sexy answer. Make it easy for her to be honest. And to the Thai women watching this, if you want this relationship to be real, you have to be willing to answer it. Open communication is not a foreign demand. It is not a Western import. It is not him being difficult. It is the price of an honest relationship, and both sides pay it. A man who asks is meeting you halfway. A woman who answers is finishing the bridge. Her silence protected your pride and stole her own pleasure. The seventh pattern is the one that tells you the truth about everything else. Her behavior outside the bedroom tells the real story. Sexual chemistry leaks. A woman who is genuinely satisfied behaves differently in daylight. Softer, more playful, more physical. If nothing changes, nothing happened. Public emotional restraint is the Thai standard, but private warmth, a small touch at home, a hand on your back in the kitchen, is how a Thai woman shows real connection when it exists. Faked intimacy creates distance, not closeness. Over weeks and months, that distance becomes the actual shape of the relationship. Polite, functional, sexless underneath the surface. Picture it. Tuesday morning. He hands her a coffee in the condo kitchen. She says, "Thank you," takes it, walks back to the sofa. No brush of the hand, no look back. The same exact temperature as the first week she moved in. Look at the week, not the night. Real intimacy shows up in small physical moments outside the bedroom, and if those are missing, the bedroom was never the problem. Sex, you did not really have, leaves. A relationship, you do not really have. Thai women are not lying to you. They are protecting you from a truth they were taught was your responsibility to figure out. 12 signs, 7 patterns, 1 honest question. Which of these have you been ignoring, and which of these have you been choosing not to see? The men who build something real in Thailand are not the ones who get more performances. They are the ones who stop needing them because they finally learned how to read what was actually happening in the room. Creating those videos is often stressful next to a full-time job. So if you enjoy watching my videos, then please support me by subscribing to my channel. It just shows the algorithm that you like these kinds of videos. See you in the next video.